Hello friends, in this video we will learn about constructors. So first of all, let us understand what a constructor is. Constructor is a special member function. Constructor is a special member function of class. Why special? The reason is constructor is called automatically as soon as an object of the class is created. So it means it is not like other member functions which have to be called explicitly. Constructor is a special member function which is called or invoked automatically as soon as an object is created, and the purpose of the constructor is to initialize the data members of the object. Let us understand this with the help of an example. If you see the example in front of you, we have a class integer which has the two private variables x and y, and we have created here an object of the class I1, and if we call here I1.display, it will print 4 and 5. How? Basically what has happened here, as soon as you have created an object of the class integer, as soon as this I1 object is created, so what has happened here, it will look for a member function which has the same name as the class name. So this is another characteristic of the constructor, that the constructor always has the same name as the class name. So it will look for a member function which has the same name as the class name. So if you see here, this member function, you can call it of course as a constructor, it has the same name as the class name. So this will be called automatically, and what it will do, it will initialize the data members of the object I1. So x will get to 4 and y will get the value as 5. So that is why if we call I1.display, it will print the value 4 and 5. Okay, so basically we have got three things about the constructor. Constructor is a special member function which is called automatically, which is invoked automatically as soon as the object is created. This is one. The another one is that the name of the constructor should be same as the name of the class. 2. And the third one is the purpose of the constructor is to initialize the data members of the object, and that is why the constructor does not have any return value. Okay, so these all are about the basics for the constructor. Now another thing is that if you see here, name as the class name. So basically this class, the example in front of you, has the two constructors. One is non-parameterized, this is non-parameterized, and another one is parameterized constructor, because this is accepting the parameters. Okay, we can have more than one constructor for a class, and this concept is called constructor overloading. Constructor overloading means that when a class has more than one constructors, and depending upon the number and the type of the arguments, the appropriate constructor is called, this is called constructor overloading. Now if you see here in this example, we have created another object I2, but while creating this another object I2, we have passed two parameters here, 1 and 6. Now what will happen, it will look for a constructor which will have the two parameters, and of course the data type of the parameter should be integer. So the best match goes to this one. So of course this constructor will be called for I2, and it will assign the value a to x and b to y. That is why if we say I2.display, it will print 1 and 6. Okay, for I1 the non-parameterized constructor will be called, and for I2 this another one, the second one, parameterized constructor will be called, and this is called the constructor overloading. So basically in a summary, if I tell you that in this video we have got the 5 concepts about the constructor. First, the constructor is a special member function which is automatically invoked as soon as the object is created. Second, the name of the constructor should be same as the name of the class. Third, the constructor does not return any value, as the purpose of the constructor is to initialize the data members of the object. Fourth one, we can have more than one constructor for a class, and this concept is called constructor overloading. All the constructors should differ at least in the number and the type of the arguments, and depending upon the number and type of the arguments, the appropriate constructor is called for an object as soon as it is created. And fifth one, we have seen the example of non-parameterized constructor and the parameterized constructor. Thank you.